in this video, I want to introduce you guys to my new product, and I'm excited about it. And there's only one way to get it, and I'm going to tell you. This video is brought to you by these patrons. Thank you for your support. Welcome back, guys. I am super excited for this. This is my new product. There's only one way to get it, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But this is Racewire. And this is not my idea. This has been around for a while. But the very fact that like I have a product with my name on it is I love it. It's freaking awesome. And the only way to get these is I'm gonna give them to you. Well, sort of. So in order to get these, I'm gonna give them away. In order to get on the giveaway, you need to be subscribed to Patreon. And on Patreon, I just opened that up. I have tiers as low as $1. If you're interested in supporting this channel, you can do so for as little as $1 a month. That to me is pretty awesome for those of you who enjoy watching these videos and want to give something back and don't have much to give back. With these, I think I'm going to place on like a $5 tier or something like that. I haven't quite decided because I'm definitely going to give them away, but I also have to make it beneficial to both of us, because to put these in, to package them and to ship them out, I'm assuming I could probably do it in an envelope and just throw a stamp on there, so it shouldn't be too costly. But these do kind of cost. The issue that I run into is to have them shipped to me is it either takes a really long time or the shipping is astronomical. So I'm going to do a bulk order on these. But I think what I'm going to do is for this month, and this is the month of March, if I have enough, and I'll make it up to you in the next month. If I don't, for the next 5 patrons that pledge $1 a month, I'll send you a set of these. And by a set, I don't mean 4, I mean 5, so you have an extra just in case one gets broken or lost or whatever. But a little bit about these. What are these? For those of you who don't know, let's get a closer look at them. Okay, so taking a closer look at these, this is Racewire. And as you can see, it's a 2-layer PCB board. I've got a strip of copper here, a strip here, and a strip here. And you flip it over, and then I've got a mirrored strip right here, here, and here. And then I've opened up this side, and what you do is you cut your motor wires on either side and then solder them here, here, and here. Now, why would you want something like this? This is to keep your props. So if we're looking at this frame arm here, in the event of a crash, if you've got your prop here, if you hit this end, the way these props work is this end will stay bent and come around and clip these wires or clip an ESC. So what the object here is to cut these wires short, install the race wire here. I usually use like double-sided stick tape or something like that. And then once you clip them here, take this end of the wire and then solder it to this end here. And what that allows to happen is this prop can come around and slice the top of this, and you're not going to cut motor wires and you're not going to cut an ESC. Now, you would use these as long as you're using a 4-in-1 ESC. If you're using ESCs on the arms, you wouldn't need these. So that's just a quick explanation for those that don't know about these. Now, this is not my design. You can design these yourself, and it's fairly easy. If you're interested, I'll put a link there. Drone Mesh did a pretty good video on how to make these, and it's very simple. Now, the reason why I'm so excited about these is because it started it started a fire in me. I am now interested in creating more products and doing it by myself. I don't know if some of the other pilots out there work with companies that already make this stuff. I'm going to do this stuff myself. So, because that's the way I am. So my first step is, well, why don't we put LEDs on these? And that is my plan. Okay, I have some samples here. Flip these guys over. These are supposed to be, this is what was suggested to me by Kingsbridge. And if you can see here, I don't want to take them out of the package quite yet because as you can see, they got the silica gel in there and they're sealed. But these LEDs have like a little bulb on them. So I'm not sure if that's going to pose a problem or not, but I'm going to test these out. And then I found these. These are like a super bright LED. Here's the part number, and I can throw a link to the build sheets for these. So these are the kind of bulbous ones. There's your part number, and then here's your part number there for the ones that I picked out. The ones that I picked out, actually you can kind of see there, either side they've got 2 pins. So there's 2 pins there and then 2 pins there. I have to see if that's going to work out on this with the traces being as wide as they are. Because I'm going to rebuild these to have places to solder to, and I'm probably going to put like 6 or 9 LEDs on here, and then I got to get a couple of resistors on one side. So so I got to draw up that in the computer. I'm not sure when these are going to come out, but they will be out. I'm going to be testing them. We're talking on the order a couple months to do the R&D. As far as, well, not R&D, but as far as getting the boards built and then shipped over here, it's going to be at least a month just for shipping. So, but yeah, you know, these are, here's a close-up on those LEDs on the back side. As you can see, there's 4, and only one of the sides takes a resistor. So I got to find out exactly what pad is for what. You know, if there's 2 negatives and 2 positives, so you can do like a different power, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really look at the build sheet. I just looked and saw that these were pretty bright. Here's a good look at the front of them there. So, yeah. So I'm excited. They didn't send me the ones that I really wanted, which were a fairly bright one with 2 pads. So I'm gonna have to email them back, and even if I gotta pay for 10 or something, I'm not worried about it. But I'm excited about that. So those, maybe I'll have them ready for summer. I have no idea. But these are ready now. I'm going to place a larger order now that I see them and I like them. This is a little bit about these guys. This is a 1 ounce copper, and the ends are leaded here. And if you're looking at like all these little holes here, if I get the light just right, you can see there's a ton of holes here. What those are is it allows the board to connect from the front to the back. And what a lot of people do is they will just put them like on the pads here. So like you can see I have 9 holes per pad. So they'd put 9 holes there, 9 holes there, and then just leave this flat. I thought it looked cooler just covering it with holes like that. And my biggest worry was that the holes would somehow protrude through, but they don't. They coat it with like a urethane or something. So that worry is not a thing. So I happen to like them like this. And the other thing I was worried about was it would screw up the logo, and I think it looks fine. So the reason for the holes to connect the front trace to the back trace is it's kind of like thickening up the material, and it will allow for a better connection from one side to the other. So there's that. That's why they're covered in those holes. A lot of people, like I said earlier, yeah, so that's why they're covered in those holes, but I think it makes them look pretty good. These are, I made these 10 millimeters by 30 millimeters, so they're about the size of a normal ESC. So yeah, if you're interested in these, like I said, the next 5 patrons, obviously including the patrons that are already subscribed, they're going to get a full set of 5. And if I don't have them this month, I will get them to you, and I will honor that for next month. And after that, I'm going to move them to the higher dollar tier, which I think is going to be a $5 tier for these. So that costs you $1 per each. So that's pretty good. And I'm not sure the frequency that I'm going to send these out. I don't know what's fair to both you and me, but we will figure that out as we go. But yeah, super excited. So these will be probably the $5 tier when I get the LED ones done. And I'm gonna obviously I've got some testing to do with the LEDs. But once I've gotten those squared away and figured out, I'm gonna be doing the SMD work myself, I think, for the first few. Because that's another thing that stemmed from these is SMD work. So I'm excited to get into that, and I'm going to share a lot of what I learned doing that as well. So yeah, that's that. Just wanted to share these with you. These were just something that I've been working on in the background. And I'm excited about them. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're interested in a set of these. You can let me know just by subscribing to my Patreon page, which is located in the links below. And if you're interested in buying these and not becoming part of the Patreon, I think these are just going to be a special thing for patrons. I'm sorry if you want to buy them. The video linked earlier, you can most definitely make your own. It's not super hard. So listen, if you're as excited for breaksteel branded products as I am, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't done it already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button, because you only get to do it once and it's fun. And I'll catch you later. Peace.